we're going to show you how to transition from your wood plank floor to your, say, a bathroom tile floor when the floors are at different heights. And we're going to evaluate a couple of different transition pieces here. We'll show you which of these profiles is appropriate to use and which profile is not the right one to use. So you can see here we have about a 3/4 of an inch height difference. Plank floor is maybe a 1/4 of an inch thick at the most. This is a 6 mil plank. Below it, self-leveler concrete that I had to pour, and that's at close to a 1/2 inch. So we've got almost a 3/4 of an inch difference here between the plank flooring and the tile flooring that it has to line up to. So we need to find a profile that will go from this level here and up about 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so let's start off with 2 threshold pieces first. Now I've got these two. This one's a little bit shallower. It doesn't go up as tall as this threshold piece does. Okay, so threshold molding pieces like these here, these threshold transitions, these are typically used to make the end row of your wood floor, like a doorway or a sliding glass door. This is the perfect way to terminate your floor at the end of the door. So the way this fits is this should sit on the tile floor part while the overhang sits over here on top of the wood plank. This floor transition piece does not look like it's tall enough. This wouldn't be a problem, except right here you have this as a stubbed toe waiting to happen. So when people get up in the middle of the night and use the bathroom and they go to leave the bathroom, this may not be the best transition piece to put in a spot like this at a bathroom for this very reason. Okay, so what if we use the bigger profile here? Now this is a little better because it doesn't seem to rock as much as the other one does because it was taller, so it's more capable of reaching. But guess what? It's taller. So now you have even more of a stubbed toe possibility going on here. So, I mean, it does look nice, it's functional, it will work. I just don't think it's the best piece for this position here. Okay, so now let's try the T-molding. Let's see if that's a good piece to use here. Now, T-molding is really meant to be used for floors that are of the same level, because look what happens. If you go to set this down here, see when I set it down here, watch this, it's gonna go way down because there's that 3/4 inch gap. This is even worse. This is like having just a slant. So this would not be appropriate either as a transition piece. Plus it's just too short. If you were going to do something like this, you'd want something 3, 4, 5 inches. Okay, so now we're going to try the reducer piece, and I think this one will be the most appropriate fit for us. And I'll show you why, because it's already shaped and designed to make that transition from all the way in the upper level down to the lower level floor. And so on the back side, you can see you would have to like lean it a little bit, but that's not bad right there because it's giving us here a nice transition from up here to down here. So I think that's probably going to be our best solution out of the 4 molding pieces. So let's glue it down. So for our adhesive, we're using the LOCTITE PL 3X. You can either use the 3X or the 8X, and this I have found over the years that this is even better than liquid nails. It's the best construction adhesive that I've used, and it's my preferred adhesive. So what we're going to do is lay down a bead, and then we'll immerse our wood on top of it. So you want to make it thick enough that you can embed the molding piece down into it. Now, whatever you do, don't put any adhesive on the planks. I see a lot of people make that mistake. They think you're supposed to glue it to the wood. You're not. You glue it to the stationary floor so that the floor that moves, which is the planks, can go in and out from underneath your molding piece. So never let the glue get on there. It has to be completely free to move. Now we're just going to see if this will embed down in it. And I want to pull up on it and lift and make sure. Yeah, see how it sort of missed that area there? Just like when you're tiling, you always want to make sure you're getting a good contact. See? So some areas it didn't even press it down. So we need to actually come back a little bit, like more over this way with it some. Now, take our piece back, embed it into the adhesive once more, and see if we're getting it this time. And if any oozes out, you better get it now because you only have a few minutes. Afterwards it's going to get too tough, and if you wait till it cures, forget it. It will never come off. Right now, let's see if we have any effect. Good, it is. See that? So I knew we'd see it because I could feel the suction. Okay, so now I've got this 50-pound bag of concrete here. And then we're going to set this up right on the top of the molding. All right, so this should keep it weighed down nice and good here until it dries. Then we can remove it